In this video, we explain the defining characteristics of a task. Tasks have types, which are defined by the object type and the status. Every activated task can potentially call for operator input, especially in the case of anomalies. For each task type, we have a matching set of actions. We'll cover the most common applicable actions. There are many task types in Automic automation. As a result, the list of possible actions is very long. This being said, some of them are far more ubiquitous than others, and we'll focus on those. Tasks have many defining characteristics: run ID, start date, start time, duration, and many more. But there are two specific characteristics that stand out: the object type, as in jobs object, file transfer, workflow, and the status. An ended OK status does not require the same type of attention than, say, an event. They set the state of a task. The combination of object type and status sets the group of actions available to operators in the process monitoring perspective. The list of actions available in Automic automation is quite long because the list of possible permutations of object types and statuses is extensive. Here's a short list of the most common actions: cancel, restart, suspend, deactivate, and quit. So we thought it'd be a good idea to provide some examples. In the first example, we have a jobs object. In the case of the active status, we have 4 possible actions: cancel, modify priority, modify status manually, and take over task. In the case of the ended OK status, we have restart, deactivate, and deactivate forced. In the case of the waiting status, where a child task has preconditions, we might have ignore queue limits and ignore sync conditions if the task is waiting for preconditions. In the second example, we have a workflow. For the active status, we have cancel recursive, suspend, and suspend recursive. In the case of the abend status, we might find the rollback task action. Finally, we have the period objects. For the active status, we'll find quit and modify execution. Obviously, there are many object types and many more statuses for each. But this shows you that for each object type and for each status, the list of possible operator actions is different. The following is the list of the most common actions we'll see as operators. Many work for more than one object type and status combination, and they all do a number of things, depending on the operator's intentions. These actions are aligned with the types of actions we want to apply to our production environments, and they fall into a few groups. For example, a job is executing and we want to stop it, or a set of processes is held up by some condition and we want to unblock it to let it proceed. Or we might want to put a process on ice for release at a later time, stop a process midpoint, or roll back a process that executed an error.